Hello guys and welcome back to the Rovers Report, where in today's video we're joined by Cam from FGRVlogs to preview tomorrow's opening fixture. So thanks Cam for coming on. I'll make sure to leave all your stuff in the description below. First of all, mate, how are you doing? You looking forward to the season ahead?
Yeah, I can't wait for this season because obviously it's been so long off. It's felt like years since we've been at football. Obviously we left on a high note, so hopefully as Forest Green can start back on a high note. But yeah, I'm really missing football at the minute.
Yeah. I think most football fans will share that opinion, mate. It's going to be good to be back in there. If I can just sort of take it back to the start of the pre-season, sort of end of last season. Obviously for Forest Green, you had quite a big announcement when your manager obviously left you sort of early into pre-season. Just wondering, how did Forest Green fans feel about that? And with your new appointment, are you happy with that, or does it still leave a bit of a bad taste in your mouth the way he left?
At the time it got announced, we all absolutely hated him. We thought he was a snake. We thought he was a traitor. We thought all this sort about him. But now that I look back at it, it is football. It's obviously going to happen at some point. He's obviously gone for the money, but it is a bigger club for him. So now I am happy for him, and I see why he's done it. But it was just the manner that he left. And our new manager that's come in, he plays kind of the same football as him, but he's not like, he actually has a plan B this time. So instead of like always giving it to Kane and Cads, who actually left, but instead of always just giving it to them and trying to exploit the teams through that, we actually like to play football on the floor now and like play more attacking football instead of just sideways, backwards, and always up the wings.
Yeah. So sort of you touched on that there. So it's going to be a continuation of the style that Edwards obviously tried to implement with you guys. In terms of the players that have left, obviously some big names have gone. You've got Adams left, Cadden, Wilson. Do you think you're going to struggle without them, or do you think the signings that you brought in are going to sort of fill those boots and you can kick on from last season?
I think we will struggle because obviously they are like big misses to have, especially they're pretty much the players that not got us promoted, but if we didn't have them we wouldn't have gone up. Like, I'm just going to put it that way. So obviously without them it is a big like worry, but we have brought in some good players like Reece Brown and David Davies in centre mid, and so I think they can fill in the boots. But obviously I'd rather have like the Kane, Wilson, Cadden back.
Yeah, definitely. But,
yeah, we brought in a player for Cadden. I think it's Harry Boys, and he's broke his foot, so he's out for like 6 weeks. So,
is that the lad from Sheffield United on loan? Yeah.
It's going to be worrying to see him out because I don't think we have any replacements for him. We've just signed another left wing back from Swansea, but he's only 19, so I'm not sure how we're going to do without him. But I know we've brought in a new right wing back that was contested for like the second best in League Two last season, Corey O'Keefe from Rochdale. So yeah, I'm excited to see how he goes. And then obviously we got Reece Brown back now, who used to be like a fan favourite at Forest Green about 3 seasons ago. And I know I personally loved him, so I'm excited to see how he's going to do.
That's nice, man. Is that? I was looking on your forum earlier today. Have you brought in someone? Is it Armani Little?
Yeah, Armani Little. He looks very exciting. I've actually only been to one pre-season game because I've always been like off on holiday or going out somewhere.
Yeah.
But the game that I went and the game that I've watched on like my phone and stuff, he's probably like one of the best players we've got. He's scoring goals from outside the box, free kicks, everything. He looks amazing.
Nice, man. That's very interesting. And I mean, it sounds like even though you have lost these players, you are optimistic going into the season. So if I could just sort of ask, what are your hopes for the season? What are Forest Green fans' realistic ambitions? Is it just try and stay up, or do you think you could push on a bit further?
I think staying up is just the main target, but I think we definitely have the players. Wow, we need a striker, but if we can get a good striker that will score us goals like Matty Stevens, I think we can definitely push on for like more mid-table, but like lower mid-table. I don't think we're going to get relegated, but there's obviously a lot of big teams in here. It's quite hard to predict this year, so I'm not sure. But my ambition, as long as we stay up, I'm happy, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that's the same as me, to be honest, mate. Obviously both of us have gone up last season, and I think that's first season in League One. You want to just consolidate, don't you? And then maybe the season after that, look to push on a little bit. Turning the attention to this weekend, if you were a Rovers fan, or Joey Barton looking at Forest Green, where would you say your key strengths lie? Where are you at your strongest, do you think?
Definitely the midfield, because we've signed, I think, 4 players that are centre mid that could easily get into the starting lineup, and obviously we've only got 2 in those designated positions for them all. So we've definitely, our midfield is looking strong at the minute. I'd say, even though we've lost Kane, you still need to look out for that right hand side with Corey O'Keefe, because he does look quite good, to be fair.
Yeah.
In the attack wise, we haven't actually got much threat, to be fair, with Jamil Matt and Josh March, but I think Josh March is definitely going to up his game a bit, because towards the end of last season he was kind of proving to himself and proving to us why he should be in the starting 11. So I think he could be like a dark horse of the game, that game to look out for. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one.
Nice. And sort of flipping that on its head, if you're looking at your weaknesses, where would you point? Would you say it is up front for you? I saw on the forum that a lot of your fans are saying you don't have much depth up there, but is there anywhere else on the pitch that you think we could look to exploit?
So obviously the striker is definitely the main one, because genuinely I don't even think we've got a replacement for our strikers except from academy lads. But except from that, I think defence, we have signed some decent defenders, but it's looking a bit shaky, I can't lie. Against Bristol City and Swansea, we made a few mistakes, and against Swindon Supermarine we made a mistake, which was awful mistakes as well. It wasn't easy to stop. So it's that does look a bit worrying, but I think we should be all right for the season, as long as we kind of try and cancel out as many mistakes as we can and control play. I'd say, I reckon we will be fine. Okay,
nice, mate. Just finally, just sort of wonder what your predictions are for the game. Are Forest Green fans confident going into this? You obviously have great memories at the Memorial Stadium from last season. Are you not feeling confident then?
No, I'm not. I'm not confident at all going into this, because I think our defense is going to be shaky against you, because you're definitely the best team that got promoted last year out of us 4. So I think it's going to be a tough game. Obviously, there's going to be a bit of bitterness, because obviously we got promoted at yours between the 2 teams. Joey Barton is going to have kind of an idea how we play. So it's going to be a close game, but I think you'll probably win by a goal or 2 maybe. I'll
take that, mate. I like that prediction. And are you making the trip up to Rovers, or are you just going to be watching on the box?
Oh yeah, literally. I'm going on holiday again tomorrow. So what I'm doing, I'm going for breakfast in the morning, then coming up at about 12:30, meeting a load of people there, and then getting in the ground nice and early. And then I'm excited for it. I can't wait, actually. First game back.
That's lovely, mate. Well, I think we'll wrap it up there. I know you've got to get off, so just want to say again a big thank you for coming on. Like I said, guys, I'll put the link to the channel in below, and make sure you go and check Cam's channel out, mate. Really appreciate it, pal. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for letting me come on.
No worries, mate.